Hello, friends. How are you guys? I hope everybody's doing well tonight. Thank you for joining us. If you're catching this on the replay, I really appreciate that. Just a reminder to get that thumbs up button when you watch us. And of course, if you're new, subscribe to the channel. Let's give it a little bit of time. People's going to start trickling in as we get going here. So stick with us if this is the replay. And also, if you're just coming in, just stick with us. Give us a thumbs up. Say hi, drop a chat, let us know who's all here, what's going on in y'all's world. We got a couple of very exciting things today that we're going to share. So kind of looking forward to that. It's a good day, you know. Head hurts. I'm only about 75% energy level, but it's better than 50%, right? And I was 50% the other day, so every day I seem to get a little more energy. So So we appreciate everybody being here. We do indeed appreciate you guys. Oh, I just got a notification that we are live. I just got done putting out a little video honoring, recognizing a very good friend of mine, an author. So that was kind of fun to do today. We did upload a new short. We're going to talk about what the short was about a little bit later. I'm going to wait until you guys are in here so you can appreciate it. But it clearly states to us that you subscribers, the subscribers to our channel, are some of the best people on the planet. I know maybe other YouTube channels think the same, but they're wrong. The people that subscribe to my channel are the best subscribers in the world. I don't care what anybody else says about you guys. For the ones that come to our channel and subscribe, you guys are the best. We can't thank you enough. We got another surprise in the mail today. Really surprised, totally blew us away. Total shock and awe. I was expecting, I was expecting something in the mail, and I got something in the mail. But it wasn't what I was expecting to get in the mail. So I didn't even open it because I thought it was something. And I'm sitting here this morning watching what is it? Secrets of Oak Island. Oak Island, you know, the treasure hunting. So I'm sitting there watching that. The doorbell rings again, and we got another package. I'm like, wait a minute, I'm only waiting on one package. Now I got two packages. So I had to open them up, and shock, surprise. Rowan says, Rowan American Boy, please help me, sir. Rianne, hello, sir. Hello to all of you guys. Thank you for the thumbs up as you came in. 14 watching us. Sarah's back. Sarah, hello. How are you? Thank you for being here. Thank you for the thumbs up. Please help me. We'll help you however we can. You're from India. Nice. India's a great country, so very happy for you. I need to twist this. Stone is here. Y'all beyond help? No, nobody's beyond help. If you feel that way, now I'll tell you a secret about helping people. You can only help people that want to be helped. If they don't want to do it themselves and they don't want to put in the work to make their own personal lives better, no matter how much strangers or friends or family assist them, it's never going to be good enough. It's never going to work. It's just not. Can I help you, Lily? My dog is staring at me like, what are you doing? So nobody's beyond help, or help is not beyond anyone. You have to choose it, because you're the only one that's choosing to live the way you are living. Whether it's drugs, alcohol, laziness, patheticness, doesn't matter. That's on you. It's on you. It's on nobody else. It's not your mama's fault. It's not your daddy's fault. It's not your brother, sister's fault. It's not the guy down the street that you don't know his name of his fault. Your fault. If you want to improve, step up to the plate and do it yourself. Got a whole bunch of people watching. You guys need to drop some comments. and give us some thumbs up. We got like, 10, 20, 30, 40,000 people watching. Ah, man. I haven't had Gatorade in about 2 weeks because I'm trying to cut down my sugar content. Gotta admit, it tastes pretty dang good. So, Diana says, I have a question. Lay it on me. I love questions. I love questions. I may not know the answer, or I may give you an answer you don't like, but I am happy to answer any question that I possibly can. Just be aware, you may not be the answer you're looking for. All right? So, what are you two dogs doing? My two dogs are acting kind of weird. I don't know what they want. They've already eaten. They've had snacks today. They've had belly rubs today. You girls want to go outside? They don't want to go outside. It's cold and rainy here. It's about, it's 59 degrees. It is a little bit after 6 p.m. in my part of the world. It's been cool all day and rainy. We had a lot of running around to do. We had to go to Hot Lobby and do some shopping. I don't know, Diana. Has anyone ever called themselves? Boy. I like that question. That's a deep, deep question. I think so. I think people sabotage themselves and they don't realize they're doing it. I think it's very possible. Had they caught themselves doing it while doing it, I don't know, but I'm sure they've reflected back and realized what they did. So absolutely. Our good friend Mark Bill's in the house. A person beyond help. I can't thank Stoner enough for being so alert and helping all of us. There you go, right? You know. I just don't believe anybody's beyond help. I think it just has to be your choice. And if you want to be a nobody, a dependent, then that's on you. It's not on me. It's not on Mark. It's not Diana's fault. It's truly their fault. Your actions speak only, look, your actions can't hurt us. You can only hurt us, other people, if we allow that to happen. You can tell somebody that they're ugly and horrible and bad all you like. All you like. That's not true. Usually that's a manifestation of how you feel about yourself. So Diana said, hello, Mark. Mark saying back hi to Diana. Lily, what do you want? Why are you eyeballing? My dog is eyeballing me. I mean, eyeballing me. Woo. Did you want to go outside? You want to eat a steak dinner? You're not getting a steak dinner. Man, these dogs. Big Dennis in the house. Castro says, hola. Hello, Super Pack and all. So yeah, exciting day, fun day, very interesting day. But, I was really happy to talk about my friend's book today. I finally got that video out. I put it out on Facebook and sent it out to him and his church and did a little video on YouTube about it. He's a great guy. He's probably changed more lives than we could ever imagine. So it's a great thing. But one thing I've learned over the years, and I'm reading that book, Four Agreements, and I really like it. I think it has a lot of a different twist on some of the same philosophy in life. So you're from Brazil, nice. I don't speak Spanish or Portuguese at all, so just be aware of that. He's a great guy, Dennis, and I really mean that. I mean, he's a top-notch dude. So Jose is in the house. Good evening, host, and fellow YouTubers in the house. So, but it's good. It's all good. We can, but I like the book Four Agreements, Dennis. I'm reading it. I'm still not all the way through it. I'm going, because they've changed, it's basically kind of an old philosophy, but he's just using a different terminology for some of it. So I'm having to go back because my brain wants me to go back to old terminology. So I'm kind of rereading it and making some notes on it and kind of doing that. But I get what he's saying and I agree with everything he's saying. The weird thing is I think my German grandmother, preach the exact same thing this guy's talking about in the book. It's kind of weird. But she used totally different words. So Jose says, "Hola, Castro. Good to have you here." Jose says, "Hi to everybody." I'm reading it again for the 20th time. Well, I do think it is one of those things that you got to read over and over and over and over and over and over and over because it's easy to forget your agreement. It's easy to lose because it's hard to keep an agreement for anything. And the book we're talking about, if anybody hasn't heard of it, it's called The Four Agreements. And it's right on the money. It's about giving you the power, not in his words, but giving us the power to dictate how our life is going to be. And it is up to us. I really believe, and look, and my brother died of alcoholism, so I can talk of this personally. I was thinking about him a lot this week as his birthday was the other day. But it was his choice. His choice. Everybody tried to help, but he wasn't wanting the help. So it's your choice. You have to make the agreement whether you're going to go down one road or the other. You're going to be affected by what somebody says about you or not. Because you should never, and I like the book because it talks about you should never give anybody, and this is where I come back from my words, you should just never give anybody the power over you by telling you you suck, or you're fat, or you can't sing, or whatever it is. That's giving somebody power over you. Diana, I've determined that I was trying to find a reason not to go to the Christmas party because of my own fears. Okay. How sad I am. No. I've never gone anywhere, especially out of state by myself. Well, Diana, that's understandable. And look, and it's totally understandable. One, traveling, and I'm not trying to scare you or make it worse, but traveling has hazards involved in it. Your car can break down. You just don't know. We've traveled a lot over the country, and there's been a lot of places I pulled in to get gas late at night that I went, I should have not have pulled in to get gas right here, So you got to think about that. But I know it's not super, super far. But maybe get your granddaughter to come with you or something like that. You get a partner to run up with you. There's nothing wrong with that. You can invite anybody you like to our party. And I would be happy to have them. So just, if you want to bring your 17-year-old granddaughter. But nothing venture, nothing gain is something that is hard for us. We know that. We all know. Man, to enjoy life, we got to experience life. But getting up off the couch, putting one step in front of the other, is one of the biggest and hardest difficult things we can do in life. And I found this out early on in my career, or when I was a young man, when I decided, even though I was getting promoted in my jobs and I was being offered really good money to go be district managers with the company that I worked for, the hardest thing, and I didn't want to do any of it. I didn't want to do that. It's not the job I wanted. The hardest thing about going to college, and I preach this to people interested in college, the hardest thing about going to college is taking that step, very first step, to walk into the college and say, I want to apply to go to school here. Same thing with what you do it. And once you do it, then the world opens up for you. Opens up. Traveling is the same way. The first time I went out of the country on a trip, I was nervous. I'm like, holy crap, I hope the signs are in English. I hope I can figure out where the hell I'm going, but hey, after I did it, I'm like, man, let's do that again. That's cool. I can navigate internationally, maybe not well, but you can do it. So take back your power and don't give your power to anybody else. Big John's in the house. Appreciate everybody here tonight. And thank you for the thumbs up. Diana, we hope you come. If you want to bring a friend with you for the road trip, I highly encourage it. Because driving 4 hours all by yourself sucks. So I get it. But it's great to expand your horizon. And you're going to meet all kinds of other people here. It's going to be loud, it's going to be noisy, it's going to be drinking, there's going to be Christmas crap everywhere and food everywhere. It's going to be a different adventure. You're going to meet a totally different clientele of people than what you're used to. Hopefully, hopefully not, too low. Big John says the rich chicks go to college and find a husband. Yeah, I don't know, John. I think the rich girls go to college because that's what they think they're expected to do. And I do think that was the way, John, when you and I were that age. Now I don't think they do that. I don't think they're looking for husbands. I don't think young girls want husbands. They want somebody, I don't know, I'm getting into this other tirade about women wanting employees, not husbands. But anyway, so Diane is going to come to the party. Excellent. We're hoping Dennis makes it. We're hoping Big Henry makes it. And we got one red horse left. That's all we have. And it's an open party. It's a lot of fun. There'll be a lot of karaoke and be a lot of noise. Be a lot of food. So Big Henry's in the house. HTN, thank you for being here, my friend. Henry saying, hello, everyone. So hi, Henry from Diana. Jose saying, hello, HTN. Saw a red horse mentioned. Yes, sir. I'm out of red horse. Well, I have one red horse, and I'm saving it because Henry says he's going to come up to the Christmas party on December the 14th. So I'm going to let him have it. I only got one left. And you see what kind of guy I am? How good of a guy I am? I'm going to give Henry my last red horse beer. That James Robinson, my number one, my very first subscriber, all the way in California, shipped to me to enjoy. Man, I don't know. I might need like a gold star to pin on my vest or my jacket or something to show how good I am. My goodness gracious. Does anybody feel that patting on the back thing happening? Henry saying hello to Jose and Diana. So it was a cool day. I got a mystery. What is that? Oh, never mind. All I got is one. But we do got Guinness, Heineken, and other stuff. And plenty of rum. We're going to make some alcoholic eggnog and maybe see how that works. Oh, here comes my dog Daisy. I got to get Daisy's seat prepared. All right, come on. Hurry it up. Don't sit there looking at me. You're not going to eat these. Close your eyes. Quit staring at the thing. Man. My yeah, I know there was back in the day, John, a lot of they would call it going to college to get a missus degree. And I just don't think that's it. Skyflakes, what are skyflakes? What do you mean skyflakes? Did you see skyflakes? Did I hold them? Did you guys see them? Yeah. Where was I going with all that before I got distracted by my dog Daisy? Eyeballing my snack here. So I got skyflakes. You got skyflakes? Everybody got skyflakes? How did you guys get skyflakes? Well, so I've been sitting here this morning. I knew I had a package coming in. I got a product that I need to test and review for a company. So I was expecting that to come in. I thought it came in this morning. I got the box. I set it here and figured, well, I'll work on it this weekend because I'm busy tomorrow and I'm busy Friday and I don't care. It's just something I got to review and company thing. It's a business thing. So, but I'll deal with it later. So I'm sitting here watching Oak Island on the History Channel app. So I figured out I can download the History Channel app and watch Oak Island. So I got caught up on the new episode of Oak Island. So Claude just dropped something. So sitting here watching that, and the doorbell rings again. I'm like, wait a minute. I pull up the camera and I'm looking, it's another package. Like, now that doesn't make any sense because we don't have anything else outstanding. But I get up, and so now I'm really confused because why do we have two packages? And I don't understand. And so I finally decided to open them up. And the one that I thought was the product that I got to test and review this weekend wasn't. It was a whole bunch of Skyflakes. Oh, you guys all saw my short, didn't you? That's how you guys are so smart. You saw Lorelai getting her goodies of Skyflakes. I know how you guys cheated. So you cheaters, cheaters, cheaters. Skyflakes, Diana, what are Skyflakes? Mike Tyson Fives. Yeah, what is Skyflake? I'm going to eat one, and I'm going to show you. These are now I'm going to look to see, because I don't want to misinterpret, because maybe some of you other folks who've been in Thailand and Malaysia, maybe they sell these in those parts of the country. I think they're probably Asian wide, but these are a staple in the Philippines. I actually like them. Lorelai loves these. But what she likes is the sweet buttered flavor, all right? I'm getting there, Henry. I'm getting there. I'm just dragging it out. Quackers like quackers. Quackers like crack. We do. So, my glasses are not strong enough to read where these things are manufactured. I'm sorry for that. But I think they're sold worldwide. So these, what you have is you have a couple different versions. You have like garlic, you have regular, you have chocolate, and you have the sweet butter, which is what Lorelai likes. Man, they're hard to open though. She grew up eating these in the Philippines. You know, she grew up very poor in the Philippines, as most Filipinos did. We all kind of grew up poor in America, but so I'm going to show them to you. You guys ready to see what they look like? So here's what they are, and they look like they're stacked crackers, right? But there's actually filling in between the crackers. That's what they are. And so they're kind of like an Oreo in a way, and they got stuffing on the inside. Now, these are the sweet buttered ones, and they're really good. I don't like the garlic ones, and the chocolate ones are okay, but they're kind of bored. Yeah, they're good with Red Horse. I mean, these are good with anything. Or my dog. This is what I'm dealing with. You see those evil eyeballs staring at the food? Watch. See those evil eyeballs? She's like, what in the hell are you doing with that food, waving it around? Why aren't you giving me that food? Dogs. So we like these, but we can't get the sweet buttered flavor anywhere around here. We can order them. And apparently what James did, I guess we did a live stream over the weekend at the Asian store, and somebody asked about Skyflakes, and Lorelai talked about how much she loved them, and that we can't get the sweet butter ones unless we order them off of Amazon. So James Robinson, our good friend out in California, who has sent us many treats and loves the Philippines and the Philippine people himself, he's a great guy, sent us a whole great big box full of these crackers. Mm-hmm. John, are you trying to cause trouble today? I got hand-me-downs. My shorts came with yellow stains and bacon strips. Just been goofy. Yeah, we all went through it. But Lorelai told me that in the Philippines that a lot of times when they were little kids, when their stomachs got upset or they got sick, this was their staple, go-to, make your tummy feel better type thing. They're low, they don't have much salt compared to like saltines in America. And so They're good. So you should try them. Once again, they are Skyflake crackers. Very good. James, I sent James a message earlier, and he confirmed that he did it. So I know that he did it. So thanks again, James, for surprising Lorelai and making her day. Because she wind up taking what we got was a box of, they come in sleeves. I think there's probably 24 of these in a sleeve. And I think she took one whole sleeve to her desk at work. So, Henry remembers them in Japan. Yeah. So I think they're very common in Asia. Americans don't, you can buy these at Walmart now. We found the regular ones at Walmart. Believe it or not, in the Asian section, they sell the regular ones. They're good crackers, but this sweet butter one is better. Just wanted to share. Not the crackers, but the information about the crackers. Mm-hmm. All right. Let me put those over there. Now my dogs are going to get, don't tell my wife. My wife has the dogs on a very strict diet because of their conditions. But I'm going to give them each a little bitty of a cracker. Lily? Lily? Treat? Come here. Eat it. Take it. There you go. Good girl. All right, Boo-Boo. That's yours. What? They didn't want it, Lorelai. They didn't have it. They didn't eat it. I'm eating a steak fried sandwich. Diana's decided she's going to make it up for the Christmas party after all, Lorelai. They didn't want it. I didn't give it to them. They rejected it. Poo-Poo's burying hers. Lily ate it, but Poo-Poo's burying hers. Lily will find it in a minute and eat it. Everybody say hello to Lorelai, who's in the house. Say, I can't get away with anything. Can't get away with anything. I'm always in trouble, Diana. See our dog Poo-Poo? When she doesn't like something, she buries it in the couch. Then in about 5 minutes, Lily will go and eat it. So, the spy camera's on again, I know. I'm always in trouble, Henry. Man. And to think, we were talking about how great Filipino women were. You know, man, I had everybody believing. Don't stop believing. Lorelai, I got Clark's video released and sent out to him. So hopefully he sees it in a day or two. Big John says, I call adult supervision trouble. Yeah, I need a adult supervision. Well, you good? All right, lay back down. She's done burying it. She'll forget about the cracker in about 5 minutes. Lily won't forget about it, and she'll go dig it up and eat it. So how is everybody doing today? How's the weather down there with you, Henry? John, how's your weather? Diana, how's your weather? Yeah, Lorelai, I determined that I was trying to sabotage my own plans because I am a little afraid to travel alone. So Lorelai, I told Diana maybe she ought to bring her granddaughter along, for the trip, have a buddy. If she wants, or she can bring somebody else. It's okay with us. That if she feels more comfortable having a travel partner, hey, there's nothing wrong with that. The weather's good. Henry says raining. It's been raining a little bit here, a little bit off and on. Can I tell you all the bad things my wife did today? My wife did a horrible thing today. Horrible thing she did. Does anybody want to hear it? Or do you guys think Lorelai's impossible of doing good things? Yeah, conquering your fears is good. Raining in there for Henry. It's a bit cooler day finally, 75 right now. Yeah, Lorelai says, everybody's welcome in the whole world. The only thing you understand is we don't have any beds. Or we don't have any spare bedrooms. We years ago, when we were married, we had a house that we had spare bedrooms set up. Now we have offices and all of our crap. But we had bedrooms set up. What we found was my family members always wanted to come live with us and not do their part. So we kind of have a rule, we don't have any beds for family to come live in, So we found that the easiest way to say. But now they all hate us anyway, so it's all right. Francis is here. Hello, how are you? Thank you for being here. We sold it since no one was... Yeah, we did. We got rid of it. Why, if we didn't want family to come and mooch all of us and be deadbeats, and, we might as well just do what we wanted to do in our own space. Because I always thought it was kind of weird how people would have a room in their house that's completely set up for guests, but they never have guests that spend the night. And we were kind of that way. We had a big, nice room set up for guests, but only people that wanted to come were people that wanted to live in our bedroom, our guest room. I'm not driving, if I'm going to be drinking. Understandable. Don't drink and drive. It's not a good thing. So, and you can park in the driveway right up to the garage if you want. If it's really cold, you can park in the garage. So, how is Francesca's doing today? Give us a thumbs up. 10 people watching, only 6 thumbs up. We're missing some thumbs up, kind and wonderful people of America and all over the world. I'm staying at the hotel I stayed at before. Okay, nice. I think Dennis is staying at the 5-star luxury resort hotel where all the arm candy lives in Arkansas. I think that's what Dennis is going to do if he gets to make it in. He said something about, one of those big fancy places. You still remember where it is. That's good. I mean, it's good to know where your hotel is. Lorelai says, be aware. We're having a blast and a loud party. It's going to be a lot of chaos, a lot of movement, a lot of music, but we're going to do some fun things. So it's not just total bizarre chaos. Yeah, I'm that way. I just need something to work. My wife is the one who needs to stay in luxury places. Me, I can just sleep out in the grass with the dogs. Oh, but I was telling you the horrible thing my wife did today. She dragged me to Hobby Lobby today. Hobby Lobby today before she went to work. So we had to go to Hobby Lobby today. There's a mattress in the back of my Ford Escape. I'm just going to drive, and there you go. Big John says, I'm a cave of man. Maybe. Yeah, we like to scare the neighbors, get them all fired up and excited. So, yeah, maybe. We actually live in a really quiet neighborhood, except for the dogs. But you won't have to scare the neighbors. The karaoke in Man, it will cause the neighborhoods to clear out. I mean, the good news is we haven't gotten any threatening letters from any of the neighbors about karaoke. So Craig Parrish is in the house. Good morning, Lorelei. And oh yeah, see, Craig knows Lorelai's spying on us already. Thank you for being here, Craig. Thank you for the thumbs up. Appreciate you. How are things going in Australia, my friend? We've had a busy day here so far. James Robinson, I know you know him, sent us some skyflakes surprisingly today. Kind of blew us away. So Lorelei took a whole bunch of them to work, and I had one on the camera a few minutes ago. Because we like skyflakes. We like them with the butter, sweet butter. Craig is saying hello to everyone. You saw my little tribute to Clark? Good. I tried hard not to make it too long or wordy. So I hope everybody appreciates, or hope, I don't care if people liked it or not. I mean, it's not, no offense, but it's not for you guys. It's truly for him. And more so maybe his family and his church. Because he's the pastor of a church. And he has been forever and ever and ever and ever down in southern Arkansas. So, but he did a good job. He's a good man. He deserves recognition. I'm a firm believer that you should recognize good when you can recognize good. So John saying hello to Diana and Craig and everybody saying hello to everybody, which is good because the more chat we get, the better I look on YouTube. The less YouTube hates me. His book that he wrote is a pretty simple little read, but it has some good morals in it. So maybe one of these days I can get him to autograph it for me. Get the author to autograph his book. And maybe he can say, and then I can sell it on eBay and make a whole bunch of money. That might be the thing to do. So, yeah. Yeah, we dropped a little short about the skycrackers that we got earlier. And then I did Clark's little video. So, we've been busy today. Skycrackers came in. We had to go to Hobby Lobby. I hate Hobby Lobby. Does anybody like going to Hobby Lobby? Raise your hand. Oh, you guys don't have any hands to raise because you're not on the camera. What are you going to wait first, Henry? What are you going to eat? You can't say, well, I'm going to go eat, take care of everybody. No, you got to explain what you're going to eat. That's the rule. You have to say, you have to excuse me now. I'm going to go eat my tacos from Taco Bell, or I'm going to go eat my pizza from Domino's, or I'm going to go eat the steak dinner that I caught out of the ocean today. So you got to give us something to go on. I had crackers, Henry. You got to give us something to be excited about, Henry. Not just I'm going to go eat. I ate a cracker. Gee, Henry. I ate a cracker and like 4 shrimp. So there. Got a whole bunch of people watching. We still need some thumbs up and some more chatting dropping. I'm on a seafood diet. I seafood and I eat it. Listening. Rescaping lounge room tank. Oh, yeah, you're redoing your fish tank? Nice. How often do you rescape your tank? When I was managing my tank years ago when I had a big tank, I did it every year. I did it once a year. Take everything out, clean it, redesign it, put new plant, just redo it only once a year. Oh, are you going to the Silver Slipper? Which casino are you going to? Man, that Silver Slipper had really smoking good food, man. Ooh, that buffet was rock solid. I'm just saying, man. Woo! Big John says, I ate everything like Pac-Man. Yeah, but yet, John, you're still so skinny. That's what's strange. Yeah, the casinos have good food. I'm just telling you, it's kind of like cruise ships. Casinos have good food. No question. That's why when we were in Bay St. Louis, Mississippi, we went to the Silver Slipper, and we had lunch there. And I don't know how much it was. I don't remember. Lorelei probably remembers. But I'm telling you, it was the best buffet for the money that we've ever had. 9-year-old eats spicy crayfish. Yeah, I'm not really into the crayfish thing. But I'm telling you, that Silver Slipper had a buffet like nobody else. Woo! We ate that buffet. I think it was like $20 each. And it should have been a $60 or $70 buffet easily. Easily. But that's a good plan, Henry. Just don't spend any money gambling. Remember, if you gamble, you got to consider it entertainment money. All right, there's been 12 months. Are you getting ready to switch out a bunch of fish? Babies, oh, wow. Taking out new babies the last few days. Need to remove them. So we do everything while I'm doing it. Okay, that makes good sense. That's where I'm going is the Silver Slipper. Say, we've been there, Henry, man. We walk the same turf. Man, I'll tell you a funny story, though. I know you want to go eat, but you're going to listen to this story, Henry. I thought it was really funny when we went to lunch at the Silver Slipper when we were in Bay St. Louis, Mississippi, right? We're in line, and I look around, and it's nothing but old people. And I mean old people. And I'm sitting there thinking to myself, either I don't fit in, or I don't know what I look like anymore. Because maybe I look like them. I don't know. I was having an identity crisis in the line at the buffet. Buck Daddy likes a buffet. That's it. I like buffet. I don't really like buffets. I don't eat that much on them. I got a $5 to gambling on. Did you sign up for the mailer? I get stuff in the mail all the time from them asking me to come back and give them my money. Maybe it was old people discount day. I mean, because I didn't think I was old, and the other people, I don't know. I just felt really out of place. I mean, I really did. I felt like something's not right here. How can Lorelai, she was the youngest by far, but me, I felt like I was 30 or 40 years younger than these people on walkers and mobility scooters and wheelchairs with people pushing them. I'm like, man, did we wind up coming on nursing home day? They have quarter machines, don't they? I'm sure they do. I lost like $20. I mean, probably playing quarter slots or nickel slots. I think quarter slots. It's not a bad casino. I was just impressed by the food. Sounds right for all the old people. There was another casino in Bay St. Louis that our friends that was with us, that rented the Airbnb with us, because we traveled down with another couple. Sadly, he died a few days after we got back, and that was one effed up mess. I blew my mind. But they went to another one that was kind of isolated, kind of harder to get to, and they didn't like it. They said it was kind of a weird vibe. I got 2 weeks free hotel and free buffet, so I'm taking the free buffet. Absolutely. Take the free. Yeah, we've been offered to come down to Oklahoma, and one of our subscribers can get us a free night or two room at one of the Indian resorts down there. But I told him we couldn't get there until next year. So, yeah, take the free buffet and, hey, go stay at the hotel room sometime. In America says, hello to everybody. Diana says, heck yeah, it's a good thing to do. How are you, America? Thank you for being here. Appreciate you. I hope all is going well in your part of the world. Yeah, they still have a quarter machine. Yeah, I think that's what I played. I think I put in more than a quarter, but you can, not a quarter at a, you know what I mean. $4, 4 quarters equals $1, so you get 4 spins every dollar you get. So, waving at us with the pink hands, wavies, saying, hello, everyone. Thumbs up. Good. We got another thumbs up in the house. I got in trouble today. My wife checked my mail that I never opened. She had a $600 expired check. She had to call and get a replacement check from last March. John, checks only last about 90 days. John, you're lucky, you know. Wow, you're lucky you're not in the doghouse, Big John. All right, Henry, we appreciate you. Take care. Enjoy the buffet. Really enjoy the buffet because I had crackers and like 4 shrimp today. So, gee, Henry, yeah. Enjoy your buffet. Missy says, hi, I'm back. I'm back in the live stream again. Thank you for coming back, Missy. Appreciate you very much. Hope you're doing well in your part of the world. How are things in your part of the world, Missy? That's where I would be. Have fun, Henry. It's a nice casino. Bay St. Louis was a nice place, calm. Lorelai found it a little boring. We thought about buying a house there, but I think she found it kind of boring. And I wasn't super excited about the fishing locations. But we liked Bay St. Louis, Mississippi. Craig says, see ya, Henry. And In America gives us 2 thumbs up and a couple yellow wavy hands going. Good to have everybody here tonight. Hey, my grandpa's back. Well, I'm happy. I hope your grandpa's doing well in life. Be nice to your grandpa. Very important. Always be nice to old people, whether you want to or not. Because what you don't understand is you're going to be old someday. There does come a point in time when one of 2 things happens. There comes a point in time when we either realize that our grandparents and or our parents are no longer young, or there comes a point in time when we need to understand that our grandparents and parents are no longer young and that they moved into the elderly age, and then therefore we have to treat them accordingly. We can no longer expect them to do the things they did all those years ago. So the table kind of turns where we go from them driving the boat to you driving the boat, so to speak. Big John says, I'm a grandpa, cut out all the gray off so my wife knows I'm no longer young. There you go. Missy says, Grandpa, it's me. Your grandpa doesn't recognize you, doesn't know who you are? That's sad, but that doesn't change anything. Just be good to grandpa, Do whatever your grandpa tells you to do. And, I had a grandmother who's all dead now. Melissa's asking, how are you doing today? Doing good. I'm feeling better. I'm about 75% energy. Back's feeling a little bit better. Headache's gone away some. I had a headache this morning. So, things are getting better. I'm getting better. It rained. We had a storm front come through and change the pressure in the air. It messes up. You think I'm Grandpa David? I'm not old enough to be a grandpa. Technically and legally and biologically, I can't be a grandpa. I don't have any kids. So, no. But I'm doing great, Melissa. Thank you for being here. Thank you for the thumbs up. Thank you for shouting us out, telling the whole world that we're live and we're here to entertain and have a good time. Craig, are you a grandpa? I couldn't remember. I don't think you're a grandpa, Craig. So I can see John being an old grandpa telling stories to the little ones going, when I was a young man, we had to walk 20 miles up the mountain in a snow blizzard just to get an ice cream cone. John, it's good that you're gooder. Yeah. Gooder is good. Gooder. We got to be nice to old people because we're going to be old someday. Nope. Hope I live long. You should live long enough, unless shit happens. You know what I mean, Craig? you know. I think our new administration likes Australia, so I don't think we're going to bomb you guys anytime. So I think that's off the table for now. So that's a good thing. With Grandpa Joe in there, he may have accidentally, you know, bombed Australia or anywhere. Diana says, I have 8 grandchildren. Can anybody tell me why I don't have grandkids at all? If you can decipher that puzzle, why is it that I have no grandchildren, then you are going to be the genius for the night. Missy says, hey, I'm back. Thank you for being here, Missy. Thank you for the thumbs up. I hope you're doing well. Did you give your grandpa a hug today? In America's giving a couple thumbs up. I hope everybody's doing well. You got to have children first. Oh, Lily and Daisy are fixed. Diana, you're correct. You can't be a grandpa if you don't have any kids, right? And since I don't have any kids, and we took Daisy and Lily, our 2 dogs, and fixed them, so Diana's the smart one. I agree. You know, well, Craig's the one that figured out that Missy was referring to me as grandpa. So, you know, we got to give Craig a bonus point too. I think John is still trying to figure out what he's eating for dinner. Hey, you're ignoring me. We're not ignoring you. We're talking about you. We just mentioned your name a whole bunch. We did. We talked about grandpa, and it's because you brought it up. So we're not ignoring you, Missy. I even told you to give your grandpa a hug. But Diana's a smart one. Yeah, Daisy and Lily, I didn't want them to go through the whole breeding thing with other wiener dogs. Cause I don't know. Seemed too messy to me. And I don't know. I didn't want my dogs to look like shit in 20 years. So Big John says, I'm eating sky flakes. John. Diana says, nah, I just pay attention there, Miss Lorelai. You know? Question's not super hard. It's just you got to pay attention, like he always says. Best way to make a good grade in class, show up and pay attention. 90% of your A, showing up and paying attention. That's it. You don't even got to be smart. Have fun with Gramps. Hit his teeth. That's right. Got him confused. Missy says hello to you, John. So yeah, I really didn't have a real biological grandfather. I had a step grandfather who was a very good guy, and I looked after them until they all died, but he was a step grandfather. So I never had very many old people in my world. Well, I mean, my grandmother, I was saying, was the type that could tell the same story and over. He is ignoring you. John says, hi, Missy. Who is ignoring you, Missy? Let's get down to the bottom of this. Who is ignoring you? Tell me. Tell us. Share with us your dilemma. Share with us what is causing pain on your heart, young Missy. Tell us why you are troubled, young Missy. John Balut says, my 9-year-old son is the best. I'm sure he is. Yeah, I can see that. All the pictures and everything I see of him, he looks like a smart kid. I don't know where he got that from, but he's a good-looking kid. I don't know where he got that from either. But, you know, he seems like a good kid. John said hello to you, Missy. Me too. Wondering about where it comes from. John's a good guy. He's a good dad, and you can tell he works hard to take care of his family. So, but my poor old grandma was one of those ladies that would tell the same lifetime stories over and over and over. And she would call me. I was the only one that would listen to her. She would call me, and I would literally just leave her on the phone and let her talk for an hour. I'd never have to say anything. I just, once in a while, I'd say, oh, yeah, Oh, I remember that. That's all I had to do because I knew the conversation backwards and forwards. And so, backwards, forwards, forwards, backwards, poor old grandma. I just let her ramble on. So maybe that's where I get my rambling from, right? Missy says, hey, bro, why are you ignoring me? Missy says, Grandpa is annoying me. Ignoring. Well, maybe Grandpa, is watching TV or going bowling or fishing, or maybe Grandpa has better things to do. I don't know what your Grandpa's doing. As far as everybody on this live stream, I think you're getting plenty of attention. So, you're getting plenty of attention, young Missy. But as far as your grandpa goes, I don't know your grandpa. Grandpa, wasn't it, who? All right, thinking of grandpas, let's do this. Who's the most famous grandpa that you can think of? So who would we say throughout American history or whatever, if you're looking at television history, who is grandpa? If you watched old stuff, if you watched, even today with the young people, who do you think the grandpa would be? Would it be Grandpa Walton? All right. So I always thought of, and I know maybe he didn't have a role, it just hurts when I do. Well, that's all right. Life hurts. Life is short. Life sucks. Life is full of pain. But I always thought of Burl Ives as kind of like the grandpa. I don't know if he ever played a grandpa. I'm sure he did. But I always kind of thought of Burl Ives. But Grandpa Walton, yeah, I could see that. I don't know any other grandpas, do you? There was Grandpa and the Munsters TV show. KFC Gramps, the Colonel. There was there a Grandpa and Father Knows Best? I think there was the Munsters was really famous for Grandpa on the Munsters show. I don't think they had one on the Brady's Bunch. I don't think there's a Grandpa on Brady's Bunch. Jeez. Father Knows Best. Leave It to Beaver. They didn't have a grandpa, did they? I don't know, guys. I can't think of very many grandpas now. I guess only Grandpa Munster was the one I think of. Maybe a grandpa role isn't very important in TV land, so maybe that's it. Maybe that's why Grandpa never became famous in TV land. I know there wasn't one on Bonanza or some of the other westerns. Gramps turned up your miracle ear. And Gramps turned up, no, miracle ear. I remember that commercial. They sold hearing aids, right? I got a friend that needs I need hearing aids. Can you get hearing blockers? Instead of hearing aids, can you get hearing blockers, John? Because that might be what's good for us to use, John, is those blockers. Put them in to where nobody can tell that, you can just turn them off with a remote. And you don't got to touch your, maybe that's something we could invent and make a lot of money off of, John, is instead of hearing aids, hearing blockers. Might be a good thing to do. But we're excited today. Lorelai got some Christmas stuff. I don't know. She's got to take the Christmas tree completely apart and redecorate it. She has a new vision in her head. So hopefully we're going to get that done this weekend and start getting the house in Christmas shape. And then, of course, she has to go watch Miss Universe this weekend with a bunch of other girls. Selective hearing, yeah. Well, that's what I mean. But wouldn't it be nice if you could just control it with your thumb, and you could just block it out? So when your wife is doing this, you can just go click, or like on your phone, just and shut down the hearing. I mean, John, I think we can make some money doing that, buddy. I think we could engineer. Maybe Henry's into music, probably knows sound systems pretty well. We can recruit Henry to do the technical side of it. And since you look way older than me, you can sell them, And since we're both married to Filipinos, we can sell them to guys like us, especially during karaoke time. There you go. Wouldn't that work? Put them in for karaoke time. So that way all the men don't have to go outside and run away from the house when they do karaoke. And so I think Lorelai's excited about a Christmas party. I think she's excited about her pretty decorations. We got a lot to do before then, but I think she's excited. Excited, so excited, just can't hide it. So we'll see how all of it goes with everything. But so we had a good day today, busy day. We got to take Lily, who's asleep. You guys want to see Lily sleeping? There's Lily with the cone of shame. She's going to go to the vet on Friday, and we're hoping that her eye has cleared up enough and the scratches have healed enough that they can take the cone of shame off. So that's what we're hoping. We got to take that one. Where did she go? To the vet on Friday also, and we're going to be doing a heartworm test on her in hopes that she doesn't have that problem, or that she does have heartworms, that we can have them surgically removed and hopefully get her out of heart failure. So that's what we're doing tomorrow. Friday. Friday. But I've been watching the news some today. I see that we talked about this earlier, but Elon Musk and Ramaswamy are going to streamline the United States government. They're going to try to kick it in the pants, find out all the waste. Craig, I know Craig's busy with his fish tank, but Craig, I promise you they're never going to find those trillions of dollars that was spent on toilet seats and hammers. But I do think there's a really good possibility that they can get into the government system and figure out how to improve it, how to streamline it. I got a feeling this time next year we will have a lot of pissed off federal employees who no longer have a job. So I think it's interesting. I was watching the news because it's all over the news right now that Trump is filling out his cabinet and getting his people selected, and man, people are getting their feathers ruffled. And I mean, they're getting their feathers ruffled. He selected that one guy to be something, and man, they're really mad about that. I don't remember who it is, but really mad about that. People are fired up, and man, those Democrats are very unhappy right now. But thanks for the likes, everybody. Lorelai says yes. The good thing was they did have the photo op at the White House today where Trump and Biden shook hands. I was surprised Biden remembered his own name, or Trump's name, either name for that matter, but they did do that today. So the transition of power is happening peacefully. But this time it was legit. So there's really not a whole lot else they can do about it. So that's been happening in the news today, a lot of political stuff. We have a little bit of news from the Philippines about Elliot Eastman. His body is still missing. There's still not been, I checked today, there's still no ransom for his body. There has been a couple additional people arrested in conjunction with his disappearance, but they're not saying what exactly has happened. And it does show that they may truly be a love quarrel, a community thing. Some guy burned ballots, I think, in Oregon. Well, I think it's not surprising me that there are ballots that didn't make it. I don't like how a lot of that's done because a lot of the ballot boxes could be stolen and misused. You know, the ones that get mailed in, it just that one's a tricky one because you get a postal worker who thinks he's going to interject himself in the election, and and he can throw away hundreds or thousands of ballots. So I don't know. I think they got to fix the mail-in ballot system somehow. I think they got to do better with it. But it wouldn't surprise me. I mean, they convicted a couple people of that, not of burning, but of stealing ballots from the last time. This is what they did. That lady in Georgia got caught, and somebody I think in Arizona, they finally was prosecuted for dumping out, trays and trays and trays of ballots. So I think they got to do a better job. They got to figure out maybe a secure website which is hackable. I don't know, John, but when people can burn and throw away ballots, it's not right. It's not right. We got to figure that one out because everybody who voted should get to vote. But Trump is busy. He's all over the news. Elliot Eastman has not been found. The kid in Korea, I Googled him a little bit today. His last name's Somalia, I think. Can't remember his first name, Kenneth or something. But Korea is actually holding him. He's not allowed. He's under arrest. And today, what I could read from Korean news sources, that they are looking to go ahead and prosecute him. Now, whether or not that means he gets jail time to 10 years or not, but they're looking to prosecute him for his stunt in the convenience store where he threw noodles everywhere and was drinking and got in a fight with the Korean guy, the Korean store owner. And then when he did a dirty dancing on the statue that represented the Korean women who were murdered, raped, and sold into slavery during the Japanese colonization of Korea. So, burn the ballots, Dennis says, that would not stop. That would stop that. Burn the ballots. I don't know what you mean, Dennis. Are you meaning that we shouldn't do mail-in ballots? Is that kind of where you're going with that? Because that's what, they're disposing of and throwing away mail-in ballots. Woo! Big John says a year ago, the post office in Montana was throwing in the trash mail from jury court duty for a court of man. And that's really bad, John, because look, if you don't get your letter in the mail that says you need to report to court duty, they can put you in jail for not complying with jury duty in America. You could get in some serious trouble without even knowing that you're in trouble. There could be a warrant out for your arrest, you not know it. You can be driving down the road, get pulled over, and all of a sudden you're in handcuffs and put in jail because somebody at the post office was being a douchebag and sent your mail to the garbage can. That's not right. That's not right. So I don't know how they're going to do it, but they got to figure out some way to do better. If they garbage the ballots and put them in garbage shell, yeah, I agree. I think you got to prosecute to the fullest. I think sometimes the best thing you can do is make an example out of people. And I believe maybe that I'm hoping that's what Korea is going to do to this American in Korea. I hope they make an example out of him. I know the people in Korea are I watched some of that. I wanted to see what your average everyday Korean thought of this American doing what he did. And I'm telling you, they're not loving him. They beat him up, and there's a bounty out for his head in Korea. There are a mixed martial artist in Korea who will give you $1,500 if if you can tell me where he is, so I can come and beat his ass. So, but he got beat up in Korea. He got his eye cut open. Some guy attacked him on the live stream and beat the snot crap out of him before he went to jail. So you got to make an example out of people. You just do. And so if we got to prosecute people that do election fraud crap and everything else, then we have to do it. The only people we shouldn't make an example out of is me. If I do something wrong, it should be perfectly okay. So Diana saying, hello, Dennis. How are you? How's the weather where you're at, Dennis? Is it cold and snowy or just cold? So, but other than that, guys, I don't know what's going on in the world today other than that mess. Everything's been pretty calm so far, I think. I don't know. Anybody having any troubles anywhere that you want us to work on or problems that you need us to solve? We can do it. We can solve any problem there is, especially John. You just tell John what you need done, and Big John will do it, man. I'm telling you. Is it Tuesday or Wednesday? No, it's Wednesday. Yeah, it's Wednesday today. Calm, cool, and collected. Good, good, good. I saw that picture on Facebook from about 7 years ago that you reposted or came through. And I looked at that and I said, when were you in Arkansas? Because that picture of that blue and gray building looks just like some buildings we have here close. I literally, when you talk about feeding the birds, I looked at that and went, oh my God, was John in Arkansas? Because that looks like Arkansas, 100%, John. So I don't know if you were in Arkansas when you fed the birds on that picture, but it looked like Arkansas. Just telling you. Thought maybe you were spying on us. I think locally everything's calm and cool. No dramas around here. We haven't heard of anything bad happening. We got rain today. We got rain next Monday. We're supposed to have nice weather all weekend. So I think those are good things. You know, Diana says everything's good in her part of the world. Yeah, that was I was there in 2018. 2018 is when I was in my coma, I think. So, I mean, was that picture from Arkansas? I mean, it looked like Arkansas. I mean, I looked at it and went, wow, I think that building is right over there. Oh, you said you were over in Gentry at one point in time, right? Gentry, Arkansas? Was that back when? Because if you came across this way, you could have saw that building easily. Because they're right over there. And why were you here in 2018, John? There's a reason you were here. Crave it? You mean grab it. Grab it, Arkansas? Yeah, grab it, Arkansas. Yeah, been there many a times. I used to be friends with the fire chief and the police chief over there. So, and the school guy, superintendent. So, grab it, Arkansas. It's a little bitty hick town. So, what were you doing over there, John, if you don't mind me asking? There's really nothing there. Yeah, not a whole lot in Gravett. Oh, the Shepherd's Chapel Church? Okay, I got you. And that's all you did? You came to Arkansas and you went to Gravett and that's it? You didn't go to Eureka Springs or Bentonville, Arkansas and see where Walmart started? You didn't do any of those things? You flew into Gravett, went to the chapel and flew out? I mean, man, John. Well, next time you come to Arkansas, if we're here, we'll show you around. We'll make sure you get to see the Glass Chapel up in Bella Vista. And then we have another really cool chapel outside Eureka Springs that make those look like peasant homes. You drove over here with your wife? Nice. So we have a chapel in what's called in Bella Vista, which is only 25 minutes from Gravett. That's very cool. And then we have one in Eureka Springs about a good hour away. that also is a very cool outdoor chapel, indoor chapel, glass chapels. They do a lot of weddings and events at these chapels. They're very cool. You can see them in photographs from all over the world. So they've been published so many times, it's unbelievable. Unbelievable what those chapels are. I think I've taken Lorelei to both. Sometimes you can't get inside the Bella Vista one, but you can usually get into the one in Bella Vista and go inside it and experience the echo chamber and how it all works. It's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. I can't remember what we call the chapel in Bella Vista, but the glass chapel maybe, I don't know. Been there a bunch of times, I just don't remember it. So, so John, not to pick on you, but do you like checking out? I like checking out historical buildings. I saw today on the news that Notre Dame is back up and running in France, in Paris. That they're going to be opening it. It's called the Cooper Chapel, Memorial Cooper Chapel. My older brother got married at the Little Chapel in Las Vegas. Same one that Michael Jordan got married in at before. Cool. Drive-through wedding. Yeah. Lorelei and I were at the place in the DR where Michael Jackson got married to Priscilla Presley. We were at that chapel in the DR. It was pretty cool looking. We went to that one. But yeah, I forgot where I was going with that. Yeah, we thought that was cool. We went on a cruise and we went to the DR, and one of the stops was at that chapel. So it was pretty neat. It was fun. It was a good little trip. So, and then the one in Eureka Springs is called, which I think is better, but it's, Thornburg or Thornhill. Chapel. Thorn something chapel. Thorn Crown Chapel is what it's called. And it's really cool. It's a cool, structure-wise, it's really, really cool. Really cool. Really cool. So, but we like historical buildings, John. We do. We get into that stuff. We find it entertaining to see places new and old, and I like to see how they've been constructed. I like to understand what the thought process of people building things and constructing things, and how did they do it? Why did they do it that way? So, Michael Jordan. I told you guys the story the other day about Michael, didn't I? Yeah, I did that the other day. But we're going to try to go to Big Cedar Lodge this winter. It's a big fancy resort owned by the Johnny Morrison, I think, who owns Bass Pro Shops and Cabela's. So we're going to try to go there for the holiday. They do a big holiday decorating thing. And you get to drive a golf cart around and check things out and go through some caves. So we're going to try to make it up to Big Cedar Lodge later this fall, well, maybe in a few weeks. And then we're going to try, we've been thinking about maybe going to Silver Dollar City to check out the Christmas that they put on. And they put on a big time Christmas show at Silver Dollar City up in Branson, Missouri. If you guys have never been there, it's a really cool place to go. Really cool place to go. So we're going to try to do some of those things. We're going to do a live stream here soon down in Fayetteville, Arkansas, where They do what they call the Lights of the Ozarks, and they light up downtown Fayetteville. It has a very traditional square. They do it in Bentonville, the home of Walmart also, but it's probably nicer in Bentonville, but it's not as famous. So, and maybe we'll do both of them for you guys. Maybe we'll take you on both trips. Downtown Bentonville and downtown Fayetteville, Arkansas. The one in Fayetteville has, at the center of the town square, an old post office that's a restaurant. And it's really cool, very, very cool. And they do a really nice job. Lights everywhere. You get to just walk around, it's free. You just park your car, go walk around and check things out. So not a big deal, but it's a lot. We've been there before. So maybe we'll take you guys again and do a live stream. But then we might go to the Bentonville one, which is supposed to be better because I think the Bentonville one's more modern. My grandmother was from Eureka Springs, Arkansas. Wow, I've been to Eureka Springs many times. For us, Eureka Springs is only about an hour or less, just right over there. All you do is go out that way. Eureka Springs is a nice place to visit. They do pretty good Christmas too. They decorate the downtown area, but it's the downtown of Eureka Springs is not a square. It's just a long road up and down the hills, but it's still pretty cool. El Senor says something about old left his coat at George Washington's boat. I don't know. I don't know who left his coat. If I remember my history about crossing the Delaware River, it was winter time, but nobody left anything behind. So I don't think you know your history very well there. Nobody left any coats behind. So they took everything with them, including the weapons. So maybe Google that. If you think they left stuff behind, Google that, and I think you'll find out that they didn't. They're building a Hard Rock Casino 30. Wow. What, John? What tribe is building it, or in California? Does it matter if it's a tribe? I don't know how it works in California, John. Is it an Indian casino? Are casinos only owned by? Now, see, in Vegas, Indians don't own, right? The tribes don't own casinos in Vegas. So is it one of those, or is it more like an Indian casino? I wonder. Because I wasn't for sure what tribes settled in the Bakersfield area. I don't know California's history that much. The Hard Rock Casino owned by a tribe. Okay, all right. But they're not owned by tribes in Vegas, right, John? Or am I wrong? I don't think the casinos in Vegas are. I know they are in Arkansas. I think they're in Arkansas. We only got 3 in Arkansas. I don't know. They may not be in Arkansas. We had the Caddo Indian tribe here, but it's not an active tribe. The Caddo Indians were the Arkansas Indians. I wonder, that's a good question. Yeah, in Vegas, no. I'm going to, let's ask Google. Are the casinos in Arkansas owned Okay, yes, some of the casinos in Arkansas are owned by the Quapaw Nation. The one in Pine Bluff, Arkansas is. and some of them are in conjunction with the Cherokee Nation. And 2 of our casinos are privately owned by businesses. So that's interesting. That's interesting to me. So, John, are you going to go to the casino? Will you partake in the casino 30 miles from your house? We like to go to casinos just because it kind of reminds us of cruise ships, and it kind of reminds us of good food. A lot of times you can eat some good food there, and that's kind of a nice thing. So, kind of a nice thing. I don't know, though. The nearest casino to us here is an hour away on the border of Oklahoma called Cherokee Casino. So they're over in what we call West Siloam Springs, which right across the border into Oklahoma is the closest one to us. So other than that, we'd have to drive, 3.5 hours to find the one in Arkansas. And I don't know, in Missouri, I guess Missouri has casinos. So I know Mississippi does. Does Florida? I don't know. Do Florida's have casinos? I don't remember casinos in Florida or Alabama. Oklahoma has a lot of casinos. Yeah, we've been to a few of those. I know Mississippi has them, but I think in Mississippi they have to be attached to the water. So there's something about the rules in Mississippi and casinos where you have to be attached to the water, unless that's changed. I don't think Alabama has any. I know the Carolinas does, because I've been in the ones in the Carolinas, because they're owned by tribes. So I don't know about Kansas, the state of Kansas. And Texas, does Texas have casinos? I don't think the state of Texas has any, do they? I'll have to ask, we'll have to check that out, because I don't think Texas has casinos. The real question here is, in Arkansas, when they were talking about casinos, are they good or are they bad? Are casinos a good thing or a bad thing? Are they beneficial or not? I worked with a lot of people who worked with the Cherokee Nation and worked for the Cherokee Nation. When I was working and teaching, a lot of their employees came through my classes. Even though they're not regulated by OSHA, they came through to get the base understanding and get the safety practices. It's what they came through my stuff for. So a lot of them would work. I knew a lot of people that worked in the industry. So, and they seem to be building everything around here. Interstates, they could build it all. And I was like, schools, you name it, the Choctaw Nation could build anything. The Cherokee Nation could build anything. They had their building stuff figured out, and they would take on huge contracts to build things, just as the builder, not the owner, but the builder. So I was always impressed by their ability to get shit done. And I mean, they can get stuff done. Or it kind of reminded me of the Amish in a way, how they can really get stuff done. So, 9 people still watching. That's great. Thank you all for being here tonight. We're just kind of rambling on about whatever comes up. Appreciate everybody being here tonight. Nothing too exciting in the news today or in the world today as we know it, I don't think. So, let me check things here real quick. Give me a second, guys. So do we think casinos are good or bad? Diana, what do you think? Do you like the casinos? Do you think casinos should not be casinos? Do we think casinos should only be owned by Native American tribes? Or if gambling's legal, like in Nevada, then I guess it's a fair game. So, I don't know. Should the Native American tribes be allowed to sell marijuana? right? They don't, they're a sovereign nation. Should they be allowed to sell marijuana at their casinos? I don't know. Diana says, I like casinos. Casinos are good. We don't mind them. We don't go much because we're just not really into it too much. But we like to go. I like going. They're usually clean and happy places. And now that they got to figure it out how to get the cigarette smoke out of casinos so that you're not breathing that, they're good. John says, I'm driving. Where are you driving to, John? You going to the sauna or you going to Jollibee? I don't go often. I don't have the money to lose. Yeah. I tell people all the time, look, you got to look at it as a way of entertainment. You got to say your budget's $100. You go, you spend the $100. Hopefully you do it more than in 10 minutes. You can get a few hours of entertainment out of it. If you break even, then you just got free entertainment. We have a rule that if you got $100 to spend at a casino, right? And you make more than your $100, you put your $100 away and you gamble. So it's kind of like if you're up 100, if you got 100 and you go up to 120, you take 20 out and you put it in your pocket and you keep playing with the 100. And then if you're up again, another 20, you take that 20 out and put it in your pocket. And you just play with your 100. You don't play with the 140, you play with the 100. That way you come out, okay-ish. That's how we do it, If I'm up, I take my winnings and put it in my pocket. That's the only way to do it. But Lorelai's pretty lucky when we played at casinos on the cruise ships and things. I usually don't have much luck. I enjoy playing penny poker or the quarter slots. I really like playing, the electronic poker. I like that. I can sit and just play poker for hours. But yeah, you're right. Most people cannot realize that they're up and put their money in their pockets. So, but if you're smart, you will. But you can have a really good time and not walk away broke. But I do like playing video poker, I guess is what we call it, video poker. I like playing that. I think that's fun. A lot of the games that have all these weird characters like dragons and bears and buffalo on them, I don't understand what you're supposed to do on those. I get confused because I'm like, I just don't get it. Why are there, I don't know. I have a hard time understanding those slot machines. So I play them, but I don't know what I'm doing, which is probably okay because you're just putting your money in and hitting the button and watching it turn and rotate. So that's all you're doing anyway. Whether you understand it or not, it's like playing the video poker, which I like. I know how to play poker, so I can play that, but it's still the machine going to give me whatever the machine's going to give me. So does it really matter if you have 4 aces or 4 buffalo heads? I guess not. But I get confused about the fancy new machines and what you're trying to match and how it's supposed to work. I get really confused about those. John says, my wife wins most if she doesn't use the membership card. Really, John? Do you have a theory behind that, I wonder? Just pure luck, or you think they know that you're a member and they're going to cheat you? And, that brings up a good question. Do the casinos that are owned by Indian tribes have to follow the same rules as the casinos in Las Vegas when it comes to formula for payouts and all of that, I wonder? Oh, you found that to be true? We don't have any membership card. Well, we have one to the Silver Slipper that we went to once. But we don't have any. Found that to be true as well. That's interesting. You think that's because they're trying to entice you to get a membership, to become loyal, So they figure if you don't have one, if you win on the front end a little bit, you get a little money in the pocket. And there go, you become a follower or whatever, a joiner. John says she won 2 times, 10,000. Woo! No wonder you guys are so rich. How much in taxes did you pay? Did you pay your taxes? I knew somebody who won 27,000 bucks, and he didn't pay his taxes when he left. Yeah, yeah. Rule thumb number 1, when the casino says, do we want to take your taxes out of your winnings? Say yes. Let's get those taxes paid on the front end, because he's still in hot water after all these years of not paying his fair share to the government on his $27,000 win. So I don't know what the tax rate is, 25 to 35%, I'm sure. So that's good money if you can win it. Free money, I guess. But it's like anything. You got to spend to win, so who knows? Don't really know how it goes, and maybe it's us losers who are not good at gambling that are the ones that say that we have to do it for entertainment value. You know, maybe it's us who don't know how to gamble that's it's just entertainment value. Here they take your winnings if you owe child support. Nice. Good. That's outstanding. Wow. I'm thinking, that's great. Then I think, well, but all these other deadbeats, mom and dads who don't pay the child support, but yet they got money to go gambling, right? So they should have their winnings taken if they get any winnings. But I wonder if they have deadbeats who think, hey, I'm going to go to the casino and I'm going to win, and the casino is going to take my money and give it to my child support, so therefore I don't have to. I wonder if they have the mindset like that. Hey, I'm going to go, I'm $10,000 in debt and child support. Let me go to the casino, because if I get lucky and win 10,000 bucks, they'll pay my child support and I'm out of trouble. Yay, me. If you win over a certain amount, I bet, I'm sure. Yeah, I don't know if you only win $100 if you got to pay anything. I don't know. I'm sure there's a threshold limit that you got to take taxes out of. I don't know what it is. So maybe the internet knows. Let's ask Google. How much can I win in a casino without paying taxes? Apparently that's a very common question. Winnings are reported to the IRS form a W-2G. The payer must provide you, that's the casino, with the form if you win $600 or more, if the amount is at least 300 times the wager. The payer has the option to reduce the winnings by the wager of $1,200 or more, not reduce the wager and winnings from bingo and slot machines. So that's complicated as hell. You pay taxes on $600 or more if the amount is at least 300 times the wager. So if I wagered $1 million and I would have to win 300 times more the wager to pay tax, that doesn't make sense. I wonder if there's meant to be an or in this sentence. And then it says down here, another thing says 600 or more no matter what. And apparently you can claim your losses. Yeah, I'm going to feed him at 8 o'clock, Lorelei. So you can apparently claim your losses in gambling, which I don't know if I think that's okay. I don't know if you should be able to claim your losses. I'm not for sure. Oh yeah, like on the card or the slips. So maybe if you win $500 or $600, you cash it out, take it, and then go back and do it again and again and again and again. But if you win like a big jackpot, then you're, has anybody won a jackpot where the little bells go off and rings and you get all excited and the little girl comes over and go, yay, you won $10,000 in nickels. Here's all your nickels, But yeah, that'd be the logical thing. And I'm going to keep that in mind if I remember, and I don't know what it is on the cruise ships. I think they got different rules. So, but if I'm up $500, I'll go cash it out just in case. My luck is I'll go cash it out, and then my hot streak would tank. Diana says the most she ever won was $250 at a casino. I don't think I've ever won anything. Well, I think when I was in the Carolinas with a school trip, I won like $300 or $400 one time, but I've never won anything close to that ever since. Then you need to be escorted to the room or car. Yes, because you don't want to get robbed. So when you win a lot of money, John, did somebody come and show up and say, wow, great, would you like to have a room in our hotel in hopes you can take a nap and come back downstairs and spin it all again at our casino? Is that what they're hoping that you guys are going to do? And do you take the comps? Is that something people should do, is take a comp? If you're winning a little bit and they want to come up and are drinks free at the casino, or do you got to pay for alcohol? I don't drink, when I'm out in public. So, I wonder if never asked for a drink at a casino. So I don't know if they're free or you got to pay or they charge it to your card like they do on a casino, a cruise ship, or what they do. But, Lorelei, I got the girls covered, Lorelei. And I got the girls covered. I got them taken care of. They are undercover, man. They are controlled. They are taking a nice big nap. Here in a little bit, I'm going to wake them up, and we're going to take care of it. I got it all figured out, man. I got it all figured out. She stopped playing after winning, which I think is smart, because what are the odds that you're going to keep winning? I think the odds are against you. It's kind of like if you win the lottery, how many times, if you win the lottery, what are the odds that you would win it again, right? So if you're at the casino on a Saturday and you win 10 grand, what's the odds that you're going to win 10 grand in 30 more minutes or in a couple of hours? But I think a lot of people, the guy I know that got in trouble with the casino money, that's what he thought. He thought every time he won a little bit of money, he could win 10,000 times more of that by just keep playing. But I got a feeling that's what the casinos want you to do, right? They want you to keep playing, and they want to convince you, man, you're close. Oh, you're close. Man, you're just so close. You're just so close. Keep going. You can win the big one. You can win the big one. I know you can. So it's, that's what I think is their mindset. And I don't know whatever happened to him, if he ever got his crap straightened out or not, but he was paying the IRS monthly checks for for quite a while because he didn't pay his taxes on his 27 grand. And then he blew the 27 grand like in 2 days. So not only did you not pay taxes, but you got nothing out of the money because you pissed it away. Even if you can claim your gambling losses, but how many people actually do that? How many people keep up with that and do it? So, and I guess you got to be able to prove that. You can't just say, well, I won $27,000, but I lost 37. Well, you got to prove it. She first sees what machine a person wins on, then uses that machine. So she has a theory that if the machine's a winner, that she's going to play on that machine. Because I know a lot of people that I've talked to said when the machine pays out, you get away from it because it's not going to pay out again for quite a while. And of course, I don't know either way whether that happens or doesn't happen. I really don't know. So, but I know a lot of people think, oh no, you want to watch the machines that are close to paying out. And then when the old lady goes to the bathroom, you sneak in there and steal her machine. Dennis is saying, a good account about the Yank in Korea. Watch the channel Rotten Tomatoes. All right. Yeah, I watched a bunch of his stuff earlier, Dennis. I watched where that Korean guy attacked him. And I watched him give his BS apology about Rotten Tomatoes TV, how he gave an apology to the Korean people, but he did not mean to offend them that much. So it only meant to offend them a tiny bit, not a whole bunch. Watch the channel Rotten Tomatoes on Rotten Tomato on YouTube. All right, let me see if I can find it. I never played and never leave. I want to win. Rich going to college from free money, having a good time, milking their parents' money. Yeah, well, he's a famous YouTuber. Decided to go to Korea. And huh. So it's just called Rotten Tomato. I keep pulling up Rotten Tomatoes, about how they rank 391,000 subscribers, about the ones that review movies. And let me see. Well, that didn't work. Yeah, Rotten Tomato. There's, it's a her, you said? The only ones I'm finding right now has like 15 million subscribers. It's like the one that reviews movies. Man, they got Rotten Tomatoes classic trailer. That's not it. Classic TV. Let me type in his last name. Lorelei, right now they're sleeping. Feed the dog, Lorelei. They're sleeping right now. They're asleep, both of them. I'm having trouble finding that channel, Dennis. I'll have to do some research and see if I can find it, Dennis. But what I saw today was they want to prosecute him. They're holding him in jail, and his apology was not very good when he came out and said he didn't mean to offend that much. So we'll have to watch the next couple of days. Maybe I'll try to Google it tonight and see what I can find out. So, but what's it, Dennis? What is it saying about him? Anything you can share? Average over 1 million views. Wow. Yeah, I'm gonna have to do a deep dive because she's not coming up. For me, it's YouTube is just showing me the Rotten Tomatoes where they rate movies, and that's everywhere on here. I can't get past them. They have nothing past that, and there's 2 or 3 different versions of Rotten Tomatoes. They got like one for trailers, but it's all the same company. So. But it's truly just all the movies. Has nothing to do with what's his face at all. But Dennis, I'll see if I can figure it out. Let's see if I can figure it out. But all right, my friends, it's 8 o'clock. I think it's about time for me to wrap this up for tonight. So we appreciate everybody being here on a cold, rainy, thunderous, blizzardy Wednesday night here in America. So we thank everybody for being here. We thank everybody for the thumbs up, for all the time, the dedication. And we hope everybody is doing well. And we will see, I'm sure we will see you guys tomorrow. I may do a pop-up in the morning if I wake up. If not, we'll come back tomorrow night and do another one. We keep doing these and keep growing. We're doing great. So we appreciate everybody being here. Lorelei, you need to go back to work and be a good little employee. So Diana says lots of love. Everybody say goodbye to everybody. Craig, I know you're busy with your fish tank, but we appreciate you being here. John says I'm just picking up my kid from school. All right, well that's a good thing. He's 9. I thought maybe he was at a social event like a dance, but maybe he's not old enough for dancing. Oh yeah, you're California, so it's not even that late there. Sorry about that, John. It's still pretty early there. So, but all right, my friends, everybody take care. Everybody be good to one another, and we will do this again tomorrow night for sure, and maybe in the morning. And this weekend, Lorelei is going to do some live streams when she gets off of work and have some fun on the weekend, I think. And she's going to be doing the Miss Universe thing. And maybe she'll do a short or two, or a short live or something from the Miss Universe contest. So, but we appreciate everybody. Everybody take care. And we will see you guys next time.